Hey everybody, Scott here for the Helix channel. It is Friday. What happened yesterday? Well, I'll tell you. I was trying to figure out how to get sounds from the ISO cab here, the Jet City Jetstream ISO cab. It's a 112. It's a 16 ohm eminence speaker. Trying to get sound out of that into the iPhone. And it's got, you know, an XLR out, but I didn't have, you know, an adapter or a plug or, you know, a cable that went from XLR to 1/4 inch. So I made one yesterday. And after doing so, I had some issues with the Jetstream, and I should have known this was going to happen because it happened the last time I owned one of these, the Jetstream 4 years ago. The seal, when the door opens and closes, it doesn't close tightly enough so that vibrations are, you know, killed. It closes and latches, but the latch itself and the actual door seal vibrates like a motherfucker. Holy shit. So today I put some weather stripping on the inside of the door and then covered the latch with something to absorb vibration. Now I can crank the shit out of it. So that's great. I also taped the microphone cable to the gooseneck inside, so that's not going to vibrate. Little things, you know, and it did give me some extra time to complete an 8-snapshot Helix preset that controls the Line 6 DT25 and doesn't use any amp models, any IRs, no cabs. So I can put a ton of effects in a single preset and have a lot of control. So this is today's Freeset. It's really just for the DT25 or DT50 people, although anyone that uses an actual traditional amp with the Helix will benefit. They'll just have to adjust the parameters that control channel switching, because, you know, I only know how to do the channel switching on this amp. Took me long enough to figure that shit out. Damn. Shall we? All right, here we are over the Helix. Let me show you what's going on. The gate comes on and off depending on the snapshot. I've got 8 snapshots here, and this is what I'm going to call one of my master presets, and I'll probably have maybe 3 or 4 of these total. And there's reasons for all the effects and stuff, and I'll let you know what's up. But I've got the 8 snapshots: clean dry, clean trem, clean wet, dirt wet, amp crunch, which is just the crunch channel of the DT25, no overdrives, OCD crunch, which uses this one right here, which is the compulsive drive, VD crunch, which is the valve driver. Those are my 2 favorite overdrives in the Helix, and those are the only ones that I'm using. And rotary crunch, and that utilizes the, let me see if I can find it here, there it is, the rotary, and I've got it right after the effects loop. It just sounds best to me right there. And it's kind of loud though. I think I need to, not the effects loop, but the this drive. I was noticing it was kind of loud. That's just me. Anyway, so the effects chain goes as follows: gate, wah. And the wah can be turned on only for solos because I've got the output set up here for the expression pedal. When I push it forward, I get my lead boost on both of the outputs. So that's what happens. And when I press it all the way forward for the toe switch, then I get the wah. I only use wahs for leads anyway, so it's not a big deal. I'm not playing funk songs, so it's, or R&B stuff, so it's totally cool. The valve driver, and it's set to a static thing on this particular preset. It'll be snapshot enabled later for other ones when I want more gain or less gain. And the compulsive drive, for example, on the dirt wet, just using a tiny bit, just a hair, and then on the OCD crunch, you know, a bit more. On the rotary crunch, just the amp sound, and then the what do you call it, the VD crunch this much of the, not the compulsive drive, of the valve driver. So let me go through the sounds. Also, some gates on the bottom. An array of reverbs, because these are all the reverbs that I like. So, and then one delay, the duck delay, but with different settings. I know I can snapshot enable them and have them change, but the reason for this master preset is so that I don't have to do a lot of monkeying around. I know the settings that I really like, and I'll just have them come on and off as I like them. I know I could totally snapshot enable this and it would have eventually saved a little time, but I set it up this way. I'll probably be putting in different delays because I haven't updated this to the 2.30 yet. So I'll probably put in the you know, the space echo into one of these. And these are just the delay settings that I love the most. A really quick slap back, 386 millisecond, 444, and 555. Now let me go through some of the snapshots. Now here's the, I'm going to unplug my, my microphone here and then just play through the snapshots. It'll be clean dry, clean trim, clean wet, and dirt wet of the first four. Cool, that's the bottom row of snapshots. And going up to the top one, the amp changes, and I described how this worked the other day. I'm using the MIDI switching, and let me go into Command Center and show you how I'm doing it. I'm doing it with an instant switch, an instant command. And it's the MIDI CC message number 19 is what changes the amp channels on the DT25. If the value is greater than 64, it goes to the B channel. If the value is less than that, it goes to the A channel. So if you look at, there you go, that's my clean dry. Value of 0, anything from 0 to 64 or whatever, is the clean channel. And then going up here, anything from 64 to 128 equals crunch. It is super simple and works great. No complaints about that. The top channel, or the top snapshots, we're going to go amp crunch, which is just the DT25's crunch, OCD crunch, then valve driver crunch, and then the rotary crunch. Here are the settings on the amp. It's very simple. Bottom is the heavy. Change that. And I basically have them mirrored because that's the way I like the tone to be heard. The only difference is the drive. And since I've got the MXR boost line driver on top, for people that don't have that, just dial this up to 3 o'clock, dial this up to noon. And you basically have a similar sound. I just love the tonal complexities and the extra overdrive or extra overtones that I get from the pushing a boost into the front end. Hey, what are you gonna do? There you go, everybody. Oh, good times. If you would like today's Freeset, drop me a line right here. If you're a DT25 and a Helix owner, lucky you, because I personally think this is the real dream rig right here, not the Variax and these combined, because the Variax kind of muddies the waters, in my opinion, tonally. Having a really good Strat or a really nice Les Paul, Tele, whatever, it just sounds better and it feels better. So, I mean, I love the JTV 59 as a guitar. I'm just not crazy about the Variax stuff inside, so that's why it went away. But yeah, the options and the possibilities with the Helix and the DT25 now are just blowing my mind, and it's great. And I'm newly invigorated to the point where I actually sent the Kemper back today. Oh, so sad to see it go, but I wasn't using it. After getting the DT25, I was like, shit, the Helix plus a tube amp? Damn, Daniel, that shit is crazy. So there's that. I've got my big cancer week next week again. Monday is a, shit, what's Monday? Monday's blood work. Tuesday is CAT scan. Friday is examination. So that's exciting. I don't think I'm going to be doing any preset packages next week. Actually, second thought, I'll be making a DT25 Helix preset package because it will take less time. I'll be able to make, you know, a series of really very useful and fun 8 snapshot presets that can cover a ton of ground. So, much like the one that I just showed you did, it covers a lot of shit. Just saying. So, if you would like to donate to my channel, my medical bills are ongoing and they're going to be ongoing for the rest of my life. It's just the way it is with this type of cancer. I've got to go see my doctor every 3 months, get scans every 6 months, and this shit is pricey. So either our links in the description if you want to give $5 a month, $10 a month to keep, you know, me doing this stuff in perpetuity. Because I'm back, you know, 100% on board with the Helix again. I'll be making a new preset package just for the Helix, not DT25 related, in the week after next. If that's the week of Christmas, then it may be stretched out over a couple weeks. We'll see. I don't know. I can't tell you what's up every day. So, good times. Drop me a line for the Freeset. I will see you next week. Check out my new website, scottminch.com. Register. It's not all there yet. I gotta crack the whip on my web guy. Get him to show me how to load content so I can do some stuff myself, because we haven't actually had a conversation about it. So I'll see you on Monday, and until then, rock on.